Diamond, we can do some more cosmetic splurging later. Thank you for the bits for the cosmetics. We have beautiful, beautiful explore packages, and we got a breeding pool from earlier. I'm glad to see this being something that's added to Arena. This is super low-hanging fruit. That's both something people love and something people love to spend money on, so it's a great addition. We're gonna dive into our first deck of the day here. We have this was a build around deck submission, so a lot of the decks we play on this stream are viewer submitted deck lists, and they in addition to people sending in specific decks, people can also send in ideas. So the build around this was they wanted to see Shalai along with Helm of the Host. You can't throw any more money at you. My extra money has to go to watch for foils. I would like to say one other thing, and someone should clip this for me. I've heard people saying, and someone just said it in chat, that they think the foils or the cosmetics are too expensive. I think there is no price that is too expensive for these types of cosmetics. These types of special animations that have no impact on the competitiveness of your deck is the exact thing that should have a big markup on Arena. In a perfect world, being competitive to play Arena should have a low cost, and then things like cosmetic items should ideally be the bulk of their income because it's a luxury item. It gives whales a chance to spend money on something to feel special while making it so free-to-play players and players on a budget can still afford to be competitive in the game. So I think the price on the cosmetic items is fantastic, and they should charge whatever they think they can get for it because they're optional luxury items. And a $10 tip there. Thanks for the support. For a foil land of your choice. Thank you, Whiskey Dingo. I'm going to do Hinterland Harbor. Because Hinterland Harbor is... Oh. Wait, is there not a Hinterland Harbor option? I can foil Sunpetal Grove and Glacial Fortress, but I can't foil Hinterland Harbor? I feel personally attacked right now. I feel they did Simic Guildmage, but I can't foil my Hinterland Harbor? Ah! No, I changed the view. I'm in the crafting view, and there's no Hinterland Harbor here. It gets rid of the Hinterland Harbor when I click this button. I changed the deck view. I'm in the right view. It's just not there yet. It just doesn't exist yet. I'm sure again this application is feature incomplete. I'm sure there's a lot more foils and stuff that they want to add. I'm gonna spend that $10 on this pack though and get a foil Hallowed Fountain. Apply my Hallowed Fountain. All right, there we go. Obviously we want Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, we got Pod Mom. All right, let's dive into some matches. I did equip a sleeve. We have the Simic sleeve on. Simic sleeve, best sleeve. I'm gonna have to... All right. Probably gonna have to cut Watsy a check or two. Oh, look at how smugly superior our cards are to our opponents. But they're gonna play some plebeian non-foil cards here in a second. My Angrath avatar here with my Simic deck sleeve. Oh, it glows when I mouse over it, chat. It glows when I mouse over it. Their deck's not even sleeved. Is that legal? Is it legal for their deck to be unsleeved? All right, one of your finest lands, please, deck. One of your finest lands, please. God bless. Look at that. See, because we bought the foil breeding pool, it was able to jump to the top of our deck when we needed it. God bless us, everyone. White sources, please. Those are not white sources. Don't say it, they'll believe you. Desolator Magic's out there somewhere making a video right now. The shuffler cheats if you pay to win. The shuffler cheats for you if you have cosmetics. Wake up, sheeple. The truth is out there. I'd like to think that my Explore package is way more tilting for my opponent because it's foil. Like, they already can't beat this card once it triggers, but now, like, it's foil. Like, come on now. Just all bets are off. I'll take one, thanks. You want an option to deactivate the foils? You don't get to just deactivate the foils. I spent good money to flaunt these foils in your face. You don't just get to turn them off. That's not how this works. I think I actually want to lead on Shalai here. Because if I ideally can get Resplendent Angel down while Jadelight's out, I can do stuff. Broken Shard Streams, thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. No blocks. Nox spent $800 worth of gems. Well, I had almost $200 worth of gems and I'm almost out. So yeah, I'm probably gonna gas up for 400 to 600 here in a little bit. Probably gonna need to drop some dollar bills. My deck is tilting because it's only half animated. That's true. I'd like to pour one out for Arena not crashing when foil cards came into play. Because on Moto I have to flip a coin to find out if my client's gonna crash after I play a foil card or after my opponent plays a foil card. So hats off to the Arena team for accomplishing what Moto doesn't. Someone hide the Bedazzler from Jeff. How do you get foil cards? With the most powerful card in the game unlocks the foil cards for you, your credit card. I'm so glad that we got actual animations instead of just like random, foil things. Morning Blaze. Yes, Resplendent Angel and Wildgrowth Walker is a good combo. And, like, this game is, like, kind of showing a good example of, like, why the Explorer package is good, right? Like, so we haven't drawn our Helm this game, but our deck's still just a bunch of functional cards. Why do you want to turn off my animations? Why do you hate fun? What did my animations ever do to you? Yeah, I probably had lethal that turn. But then I don't get to go to 43. Come on now. You have to click. There's a toggle in the deck editor, Punchworthy. Well, the animated cards don't move unless you mouse over them, Dan. So it's not like they're constantly moving on the board. It seems like they actually did a good job of balancing out them being obnoxious. Is Abzan Hero worth building in paper for a regional? I think the deck's very competitive. I think if you enjoy playing the deck, it is perfectly competitive. Yeah, the fact that they're borderless too is also A+. I definitely want my cheap removal. Teferi was like good there, but unnecessary. I prefer Teamer Pod in Standard. Definitely prefer Teamer. I'm going to trim a Resplendent Angel here, I think. Probably just 2 Angels, actually. It's, like, good to go over the top with, but I don't want to clunk up on them early. Is there anything we can do to make the matchup against Gates playable? Nope. Most decks in this format have bad matchups. And like you can see here, this isn't currently moving around, and then I mouse over it and it moves around. So while it's in my hand or on the board, it's not going to be obnoxious, which is good. It's a good mix. Well, like, the animations during sideboarding are fine because you can choose to not have your cards be animated if it bothers you. But you can see here, like, they're not sitting here in my hand moving. The borderlessness of them is honestly cooler than the fact that, like, they move. Rude. Standard staple Helm of the Host here. I need bigger horns. All right. If we hit a land next turn, we gain hexproof indefinitely. Kinda. Don't kill my Shalai. Deal. Oh no! Oh no, they're gonna break our toy, chat. They're gonna break our toy. This thing doesn't trample, right? Wow, that's rude. Yeah, the Helm's good with the Explorer package too, right? 'Cause you just, like, keep exploring. Let's lock that one up. Oh, I forgot to turn emotes off. Auto-assign combat damage, disable emotes. Got it. Oh, this thing has haste, too. I forgot it had haste. I realized I could have played Lyra there, but I wanted to make some Jadelight Rangers friends. Man, that's a biggin. Nope, this is a constructed event. They power each other up. That's just good, clean living. That's just good, clean living right there. For when the first Lyra is not enough, the second Lyra, they buff each other up. Do 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 do. Helm also pretty decent with Deputy of Detention. I feel like I hit a good critical mass of like things Helm is good with. Oh no. This is why there's only 3 Helms in the host of the deck though. I had an opponent, Helm Lyra, against me at a sealed Grand Prix. Welcome to Limited. Billy Zane, thank you for the Twitch Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. I do not have all of the cosmetics yet. I need to open up my wallet. We had people donate for me to pick up specific ones. So I've done that so far. Yoink. I think I want to just go ahead and just start smashing. Helm of the host confirmed busted. Opponent concedes when we put it into play. I think I just want all my removal again. I'm bringing Conclave Tribunal this time around too, because they're a Rekindling Phoenix deck. Is Deputy actually a card that I want to cut in this matchup? Like, it was okay there, but they have a ton of removal spells for this, right? I think I actually want to get rid of Deputy. Like, I'm bringing in other actual removal. I think this is just too much of a liability. Deputy's gonna pull a hog land in this matchup and just be too much of a risk. Kikuro. So the way Magic the Gathering works within the rule set is that you technically can't have infinite anything in Magic. So anytime you would go infinite in Magic, you have to pick a finite number of times that you are doing the thing that you could do infinitely. So you'll be functionally infinite in a lot of situations. You'll be like, okay, I'm like gonna have like a million, a billion, a Google Graham's number, like pick some large amount and you have that much of the thing. But you technically are not infinite. It depends on if they can gain life at demand tracks. So let's say you have a combo set up where you can gain life arbitrarily on demand. In that case, your opponent would say, okay, I'm making a billion Restoration Angels. And then your opponent who can gain life on demand says, okay, you attack with a billion Restoration Angels. I'm going to gain your Restoration Angels power plus 12 billion or something like that. So whoever, it depends on how you're gaining things arbitrarily. It doesn't, see, infinite damage doesn't always beat infinite life. It depends on the situation. Mythic Foils are 1,200, but the $5 donation is still fine. Clippy is stuck in the middle of my screen. How to disable? Just click to a different place. Or maybe restart your client. That seems fine. Need some lands or explore creatures, but pretty reasonable. It's got 3 foils in it, so it's probably like more foil than my opponent's hand. This blood doesn't even have sleeves. Ha! Basic mountain, can't afford sleeves. Kids these days don't have anything nice. Probably sitting over there eating their avocado toast rather than having sweet foils for their deck. Millennials. So I didn't block there because I didn't want this to die to shock. Is the reason why I declined to block. God, I'm a powerful wizard, chat. Just the most powerful of wizards. Just the most powerful of wizards. I blocked that time because my opponent's attack indicated they did not have shock. And the reason why that's the case is if they had a shock, they would have attacked with everything because shock would have put these to 2 power. So that was a really awkward bluff attack. If they wanted to bluff a shock, they should have attacked with everything. I think you need a foil worm for the green-red deck. Sounds good, Gengar. All right, are we done here? I think we're done here. Seems fine. I'm going to trim a Helm here because, like, as you saw there, this card could eventually lock a game up in the late game, but a lot of the time it's going to be too slow against aggro. Do I want to get rid of Deputy? I think Deputy's okay here. Like, with Shalai, it seems fine. I also have a lot of other high-impact must-kill things. Maybe the 4th Angel is better than the 3rd one of these. Maybe I want these Conclave Tribunals instead for tagging things. Yeah, I probably want these. Rather than this, I'll leave one of these in. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Do I want this? I can keep like a Negate or a Teferi. Yeah, I'll leave one. It's good. It's good with Shalai, right? This hand is so awkward. I don't think I can keep this. It's 4 lands, but this hand needs to draw lands, and it needs to draw spells, so I need green sources, but like the rest of these probably also don't work. This hand is excellent. Perfect. Never didn't have it. I wonder how they decided where the animated cards move and where they don't. Because if you looked, while the animated card was on top of my deck, it was moving. But it doesn't move in my hand. It doesn't move on the board. I'm going to lean on Growth Chamber Guardian here. Because I would rather this die than Wildgrowth Walker die. Same thing again. Gonna play Resplendent Angel here on 3. And then my 4 can be Wildgrowth Walker, shock a land in, play Merfolk Branchwalker, trigger my Wildgrowth Walker right away. Alright, I'm gonna try and be greedy here in case they don't have another lightning strike. Hadouken! I'm really glad the shuffling algorithm identifies when I really need my foil cards and then brings them to the top of my library. It's the biggest benefit from having your cards be animated. Just the game client knows when you need them and summons them to the top of your deck. We get the Simic aggro list bump. 10 out of 10, Black Rabbit. Thanks for the support. Will do. I appreciate the biddies. Stop. They will believe you. Pay to win. Wake up, sheeple. The cosmetics are coming for your skill. Do 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 do. Boo do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Aw, they didn't even punch themselves with the Pyromancer. That's so sad. That's so sad. I feel like this deck is going to quickly teach us that the Explore package plus Angels is good. And maybe we've gotten a Helm a couple of times. There's a good chance the Helm's not going to have a huge impact, though. I think the Explore package plus Angels is probably great, though. They mock me, chat. They mock me. That's fine. Bottom another one of those. Man, did you see a mouse over my Hallowed Fountain when it came into play there? I think they're super jealous that their stationary Hallowed Fountain's over here and ours is just like, whoa, dude. Check me out. Check me out. Marshall's really good there, because it means the Adanto is going to be able to attack into this even after it floops. I think I'm still just flooping this turn. Yep. I think I'm just playing Jadelight Ranger. I guess I could go Branchwalker plus Growth Chamber Guardian. Maybe that's better. We like kind of need like a Lyra to stabilize, but I don't have double white at the moment, which is awkward. Yeah, the white aggro deck gets real big real fast. Unbreakable Formation is also aptly named. My called shot for the invitational this weekend is that you are going to see a buck ton of white aggro. I'd be very surprised if there are not a lot of people registering 18 basic planes. The deck's even better in best of 1 than it is in the non-sideboarded formats than it is in best of 3 with sideboards. I don't know that I want Conclave Tribunal. It's probably a little slow here. Deputy's pretty good in this matchup. Will I be streaming during the Invitational? I will not be doing... I should say that a couple of times today. I'm not going to be doing Standard tomorrow or Friday. So I'm doing a long stream today. You'll see there's a lot of decks. There's a lot of decks listed in the stream title there. I am planning to stream for the better part of the next 8 or 9 hours or so. And then I'm going to be doing short streams that are Modern only Thursday, Friday. And I'll be back with our regularly scheduled Standard content on Monday. Sure. No restreaming? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think the numbers for restreaming will be very good. And if I'm gonna spend time making content, I prefer to maximize my numbers while doing so. So I'd rather just take the time off. I work a lot, so rather than overlapping an event for its entirety, I'd rather just go do some other stuff. The season doesn't end till the end of the month, but I am currently in the top 1,000, yes. Yeah, I can leave the channel hosted for sure. I'm actually going to deputy this Baffling End, I think. If we hit lands the next 2 turns, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Now I'm sad I didn't wait on the deputy. I could have gotten both the Baffling Ends. The next deputy is going to be great. Yay! 3 4s. After we finish this league with this deck, I'll have to load some more dollar dues up into Arena so we have money for cosmetics. I probably should have predicted. I didn't plan to really buy cosmetics, but I should have predicted that chat would pay for them. I should have given them dollar dues proactively. Is this keepable? If I hit lands, this is probably keepable. Maybe Branchwalker can pull us through. Alright, Jadelight, and hopefully this finds us 3, this finds us 4, 5, hopefully. Quad Sheep, thanks for the Prime support. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome. Show me potato salad. 7 Fet, thanks for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around. It's crazy how much numbers pump up around content updates. That's incredibly unfortunate. They did at least fail. They did at least fail to have a removal spell here. So if we hit the 3rd land next turn, the Jadelight Ranger can maybe keep us in this game on the back of the Wildgrowth Walker. Everlife, thanks for the prime. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. This is an elephant. It smells like an elephant. All right, so I think I just need to do this. It makes this big enough to eat a 4/4. It gains me a bunch of life. Seal away. I think I leave that there, because it lets me Baffling End plus Seal Away next turn. It was a very good draw. I don't know that I can beat that. This is 16-26. Yeah, if I hadn't missed on a land, we might have been okay here. But the fact that I missed on a land means we're probably just done for. We're just dead, right? Like, I get rid of an attacker, and then I block 2, and then I still take hits from 3. Like I said, gonna be a lot of white aggro this weekend. No, I'd be very surprised if Arena ever added the ability to send messages to the opponent. Anything past emotes will probably be unlikely. Macabre, I know in the past I've done a lot of politics on stream, but moving forward I'm going to be doing no politics in chat as a heads up. Can you give them the permission to talk back again, Punchworthy? Just wanted to remove the message from chat though. This is an FYI. Being lenient with stuff like that because it is a rule change than it was before. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. We do have lots of animations. Is the store dying? People are saying the store was dying. Yay, magic. I'm glad we got in early and bought a bunch then. Well, at least the cosmetics are a smashing success. Adding Shalai to the board against blue-black isn't really a risk because their sweeper is Ritualist. Oh, this is sweet. So they take that, but now I get to deputy this, and then Shalai protects the deputy from getting killed. Peace makes plenty. Thanks for the prime support. I appreciate that. I guess this is bad. They know about this deputy, so if they have a Ritualist here, I'm in trouble. Yeah, we're probably dead. We'd like to draw another deputy off the top. Maybe Lyra plus Resplendent Angel can keep us in this. Because I assume they're going to play Shalai here. If they play Shalai rather than kill Lyra, I get to hit them with Lyra and then make a Resplendent Angel. One Deputy of Detention, please. One Deputy of Detention, please. No, data like that isn't stuff that they make public, Mocha. It's probably a Wildgrowth Walker out matchup. You probably don't mind trimming a couple of these too. Oh, that's it. The deputies weren't foils, so they weren't able to be summoned to the top of the deck. It's a good point. Gotta be better. Have a sub, the Rex. Thanks for the third of a year support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think Negates and Disdainful Strokes are too much in this matchup, and I'd rather just have Disdainful Stroke because they're more expensive cards, tend to be higher impact. I think being able to counter Hostage Taker is more valuable than being able to counter something like a Cast Down. And they both counter their Sweeper. It's not the second green source I was looking for, but it is a land. Abzan's my preferred hero build at the moment. We actually did play a Naya hero deck on stream at one point. You can find it on my YouTube channel. We played basically every flavor of hero here now. In the deck editor, there's a button to turn your cards into foil cards. No, one purchase gets you animations for the entirety of your cards. Punished. I think my plan is just ignore this disinformation campaign. If you're not sure which cards you want to get animated, the conservative choice is the same as which cards you should craft. You should probably, if you want the most value from your animations, you should be using them on lands. Lands are always going to be useful, basically. So I think I do this into Conclave Tribunal here. Take out this Murmuring Mystic, attack for 2. Get really sad when they Ritualist at me. There's probably a chance that War of the Spark just has all the shock lands in it, right? They've done that before, historically speaking, I believe. You cannot animate basics currently, which feels like a bit of a miss. Basics would have been an A+ thing to animate. I'd imagine they're probably waiting on letting you animate basics because they want you to be able to pick your basics. Like, they don't have a good interface for picking basics at the moment. I guess if they put the shock lands into the next set on... That would be annoying from an arena perspective, because like you would have to acquire cards again that you already have. The only way you can pick basics in arena currently is by manually editing the codes in the decks you import, I believe. There was some kind of magic you could do via the filters at one point, but I don't think that's an option anymore. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense why sticks. They just don't have the other technology surrounding basic lands there yet, so they didn't put the animation option in just yet. I have no idea, Chewy. I'm not really a fan of like speculating on things they might do, because it's basically impossible to predict. Opponent has some memes going on their side of the table, it would seem. Quasi-duplicate Demon Lord Bells and Lock. There's a Mesmering Benthit up here too. No, the cosmetics are only available for purchase with gems. You can technically get gems free to play by filling out a playset of rares in a set and then opening more gems that way, but... Oh, some events are going to give you animated cards? That's good. There's some sleeves you can get with gold. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can buy the gems with gold. People were talking about specifically the cards, though. I think their method of copying things is better than our method of copying things, chat. I think we have died. We have been out memed, chat. We have been out memed. Oh, when you click on the deck, it shows you the card back that you're using too. That's a nice subtle thing. So like you click here, this doesn't have a sleeve on it. This has a sleeve on it. All right, so believe it or not, Helm of the Host is a card that's kind of clunky and not really playable. Spending 9 mana to obtain this effect tends to be win more in most games. For those that are newer to Magic or card games, a card is win more, we would say, if it's only good when you're already ahead. And this card, if it was just any other bomb, would generally be better most of the time. Because, like, this is a card that only requires a very heavy mana commitment, but it requires we already have another card that's good in play. And, like, if we already have Shalai in play or we already have Lyra in play, we're probably winning the game. So we don't really need to make more of them. That being said, the core of this deck, as far as just, like, being a green-white angel with a small blue splash for, like, Deputy, Teferi, and counterspells, didn't really seem unreasonable. Like, the Explore package is obviously just great green stuff. This is a very, very good Magic the Gathering card here. Whoop, I didn't mean to get rid of one of him. In fact, he's so good, I'm gonna give him an upgrade. He's in too many of my decks. All right, what are we doing along next? We're gonna move along here. Squadron Crab is no joke.